I think the hardest thing about this was trying to work out how you could say something in 20 seconds against a slide. So I'm going to do my best. First one I've done. Do I have to touch anything to get things going? Just the down button. Right. Okay. Hi, well, the topic that I've chosen for today, I tried to choose a topic that I thought was going to be of generic interest and something that was a common problem and needed a strategy to help people with this particular issue, which was all around sort of job advert writing. So I'm going to talk to you about an application that we've built called the Job Advert Generator Tool. And it's a structured approach to writing job adverts, which is delivering some fantastic results. One of the first things that we tried to do was to understand what the challenges were, why people weren't writing good advertising copy. So there's a whole range of different reasons for that. But in understanding what sits behind the reasons for people not writing decent advertising copy, given that it's so important and integral to the process, helped us to come up with a structured approach. And there were some fairly obvious objectives that we wanted to achieve in coming up with this application solution. But internally, we also wanted to find a way that we could transfer the job advert writing, the administrative aspect, through back to the client so that my copywriting team within our business could focus on the refinement aspects, keyword optimization, etc. So there was lots of research and data that we accessed. We were looking specifically at correlations between highly successful advertising campaigns, those that generated the most applications and those that were unsuccessful. We did a lot of trial and error, and we came up with a structured approach which we built into an application which is now available either as a standalone product or integrated into Smart Recruit Online, our service. So there's a number of statistics. One key statistic that jumps out at me that I always start with is the fact that 91% of all people that are searching for jobs online already have a job. It's a really important element of mindset because we're appealing to people who already have a job and they won't apply for positions just because they can do it. We also know that passive candidates, those people who are not committed to moving jobs, are still looking and their behaviours are very different. They search in very short increments, so we have to get found very quickly, which increases the importance of getting onto the first page of results. We also know that if you take a basic job specification and turn it into an advert, you can generate easily more than 3 times as many applications just by making it more appealing. So this was the structure that we came up with after all of our research. It delivered the most consistent results and it allowed us to create a formula that clients found very easy to follow and that we could guide clients in terms of what content needed to go into each section of the job advert. So the Job Advert Generator Tool, there are 2 versions of this. There is a free version that you can access on the Smart Recruit Online website. If you go to the resources option in the menu, you can use that as a standalone feature. There's no cost attached to it. And there is a more advanced version that sits inside Smart Recruit Online, which we'd love to show you. So please pop down to our stand 34 and we'll show you how that works. The process follows a very easy structure, which is informative and educational, giving you advice at each stage in the recruitment process. So as you start to create your job advert, you click into the box where you're writing a copy and it starts to generate content for you, which is being pulled through from adverts that have already been produced and have been highly successful. So it's stimulating with ideas. The other thing is, when you first start writing your advert, you've got to understand that each aspect of the job copy plays an important role. The first paragraph of your advert, we call it the elevator pitch, because of its importance in grabbing the attention of the prospective candidate and encouraging them to click through into the job copy itself. Once they get into the job copy, the most important piece of content within that is the opportunity section. The opportunity section over any other part of your job advert will persuade passive candidates to engage with you. We surveyed over 500 jobs randomly on job boards and found that over 80% of jobs didn't even contain an opportunity section, which is bizarre. When we start describing the job, most people revert to bullet points. Well, bullet points are really just telling the candidate what you want them to do. It's uninspiring and doesn't persuade them to apply for your job. So we recommend approaching this in a more human way, engaging with them, talk to them like you would talk to a colleague or a friend, and you'll find that you get higher levels of interest and engagement from passive candidates subsequently. Your About Us section or About the Company section, you're going to use this over and over again, so it's worth putting some time into it. Be creative. Think about the content that you're going to put into your company section. You know, if your data and your growth looks better over 5 years than it does over the last 18 months, use the data for over 5 years. You know, it's poetic license. You need to encourage candidates to believe that you're an innovative, forward-thinking company. Okay, eventually in the advert we get to the point where we're describing what we need as an advertiser. This is the essential and desirable criteria section. I would not advise that you put any screening at all in your job adverts until you get to this section. Candidates will want to assess themselves against your essential and desirable criteria if you've written very compelling copy. You can create subheadings as well, so if you've got highly desirables, and your nice to haves, this is your guideline to candidates to tell them, these are the additional things that we'd like to see, so include them in your CV, include them in your cover sheet, and that will help you to distinguish between the average candidate and the excellent candidate. How do you measure how well your adverts are performing? Well, we call it the view to apply ratio. So this is the conversion rate between the candidates that view your adverts against those that actually apply. The industry average is around about 12 to 1 views to apply. So here you can see a report that we generated for one of our clients measuring the number of views against the number of applications to calculate that ratio. How can I enhance my adverts to get even better conversion ratios? Well, on your own career pages, you can include things like video, maps, links to your website, documents that help to sell the proposition of coming to work for you as an organisation. And these will increase your conversion rates by as much as another 25%. Keyword optimization. So I'm only going to cover one thing here. The job title itself. Focus on that job title. You really need to repeat this job title at least 3 or 4 times in your copy. But use synonyms. Cluster the words together. The algorithms are attracted by this and you'll appear further up the results in the job boards. This is Smart Recruit Online. This is one tool that we've integrated to make the whole recruitment lifecycle easier. We're rationalising the recruitment process. We're helping people overcome standard challenges that they have when they're recruiting for staff. This is just one tool, and we'd love to show you some of the other tools and features which we've developed. So this is the job advert generator. I say you can access this as a free version of it if you go to the Smart Recruit Online website, the resources section, and you can use it for free. If you'd like to have a look at a more advanced version and some of the other really cool tools that we're developing, please do come and see us on stand 34. Thank you very much.